With 2017's Thor Ragnarok, director Taika Waititi gave us something completely different from the previous two Thor films, showing us places and characters unlike anything else in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The fantastic visuals and rapid-fire jokes were enough to dazzle movie fans of any age. But while kids might be satisfied with spectacle, once older viewers really start thinking about the movie, there are more questions than answers, especially once you factor in the events of Avengers: Infinity War. Here's a spoiler-filled look at some Thor Ragnarok details that only adults notice. Odin stinks at hiding things. The key villain for most of Ragnarok is Hela, the goddess of death, who also happens to be Thor and Loki's older sister and the oldest child of Odin. Hela, it turns out, was banished by Odin, hidden away in a secret prison until his death abruptly frees her. Suddenly, the secret ain't so secret, which is actually a recurring problem for Odin throughout the Thor franchise, as the All-Father is apparently really bad at hiding things. In the first film, it was the secret of Loki's frost giant birth. In the second, it turns out there was a secret portal out of Asgard. Now, here comes a daughter that he apparently never told his sons about. And in all three cases, once the secret got out, people got killed. If Odin were a little better at hiding these things, Asgard might still exist today. Where is Sif? Both of Thor's leading ladies from the previous films are suddenly and mysteriously missing in Thor Ragnarok. Jane Foster's absence is explained with a single throwaway line saying she and Thor broke up. That's a pretty casual dismissal for a star as big as Natalie Portman, but it's nothing compared to what Jamie Alexander's Lady Sif gets, which is, in fact, literally nothing. Aside from an actress playing her in the drama Loki stages commemorating his own death, Sif isn't even mentioned in Ragnarok. In the real world, Alexander apparently had a scheduling conflict, but in Ragnarok, she just vanishes and nobody really seems to give a crap. Marvel later piled on even more, with Avengers: Infinity War directors Joe and Anthony Russo revealing she died off-screen in Infinity War. Seriously, guys? Who is on Doctor Strange's watch list? Though the film spends less time on Earth than either previous Thor adventure, Ragnarok does depict Thor and Loki's unexpected encounter with Doctor Strange, who traps Loki in a pocket dimension while he has a chat with Thor about why they've come to Earth.
I keep a watch list of individuals and beings from other realms that may be a threat to this world. Your adopted brother Loki is one of those beings.
It's a fun scene, but it makes you wonder, who else is on that watch list? Is Doctor Strange the Marvel equivalent of the TSA? We have a feeling we haven't seen the last of this mysterious watch list of his. Thor, god of nothing? In addition to extreme strength, durability, and a lifespan much longer than that of a human, Thor is the god of thunder, which is a key plot point in Ragnarok.
Are you Thor, the god of hammers? That hammer was to help you control your power, to focus it. It's never your source of strength.
So if his body is naturally gifted with the power to channel lightning, why is he so vulnerable to shocks? He gets shocked by a net thrown on him by scavengers when he first arrives on Sakaar, and then is repeatedly zapped by the neck implant placed on him by Valkyrie after she captures him. Maybe those don't run on normal electricity or something, but it's weird to see him get shocked in one scene and then pull a lightning storm out of the sky in another. Valkyrie has a drinking problem. The first time we meet Valkyrie, she falls off her ship after taking a big drink. The moment is played for laughs, as are other moments involving Valkyrie and alcohol, but as the story plays out, we find she is using alcohol to block traumatic memories of her friends being slaughtered by Hela. Though her addiction is mostly played for laughs, when viewed as a whole, Ragnarok actually presents a tragic view of a woman trying to drink herself into oblivion. Where is Asgard exactly? In the first Thor film, the Bifrost is the only way to get to and from Asgard, which is why it's such a tragedy when it's destroyed. In the second movie, though, we learn there are actually secret portals that sometimes allow travel to and from Asgard as well. Okay, fine. In Ragnarok, though, all bets are off, as people seem to be able to come and go at will, simply flying spaceships to and from Asgard. Apparently, the rules for traveling to Asgard work however the plot needs them to at any given moment, as seemingly anyone can just drive there if they want. So, road trip anyone? Infinity what now? Speaking of all those Asgardians on that spaceship, Avengers Infinity War begins shortly after Ragnarok left off, with the Asgardian refugee ship destroyed by Thanos. In the carnage, we see the loss of numerous Asgardians, but we don't know anything about what happened to Valkyrie or Korg. In a Q&A at an Iowa high school of all places, though, Infinity War co-director Joe Russo revealed that Valkyrie survived, along with half the Asgardians. So where are they? Well, one clue might be hiding in plain sight at the end of Ragnarok, as the Grandmaster's pleasure cruise vessel, battered but still recognizable, can be seen parked on top of the larger refugee ship. It's not big enough to hold everyone, but Valkyrie could certainly fit, and maybe even have room to bring Korg with her. Here's hoping.